Pablo Escobar's story begins in the hills of Medellin, Colombia, long before his name became a symbol of both unimaginable power and terrifying violence. He wasn't born into luxury. In fact, he came from a modest family, and from a young age, he carried a fierce ambition, an obsession with rising above the life he knew. At first, Escobar drifted into small-time crime, selling fake lottery tickets, smuggling appliances, even stealing cars. But when cocaine entered the global market in the 1970s, he saw an opportunity bigger than anything Colombia had ever seen, and he seized it. Escobar built the Medellin Cartel with a mix of strategy, brutality, and charm. He wasn't just a criminal, he was a mastermind. He controlled supply routes, bribed officials, and created a smuggling network so efficient that at one point, his cartel supplied around 80% of the cocaine entering the United States. The money poured in at a level that barely seemed real. He earned so much that he stored cash in warehouses and lost millions to rats eating the bills. But Escobar wasn't only feared, he was admired by many in Colombia's poor communities. He built housing, soccer fields, and even entire neighborhoods. To some, he looked like a modern-day Robin Hood. But beneath that generosity was a strategy: loyalty. The more he gave, the harder it was for people to turn against him. As his power grew, so did his ruthlessness. Escobar embraced a philosophy he became famous for: plata o plomo, silver or lead. Take the bribe or face the bullets. Judges, police officers, politicians, journalists, no one was off limits. Bombings shook cities. Assassinations happened in broad daylight. The Colombian government found itself at war with a man who had more money than the country's entire national budget. In the 1980s, Escobar attempted something unthinkable for a criminal kingpin. He entered politics. He won a seat in Congress. That move terrified the elite. If he gained political power, he could reshape Colombia by force. When his criminal past was exposed publicly, he retaliated. The violence only escalated. Under enormous pressure from the United States and a Colombian public exhausted by constant fear, the government launched a massive manhunt. In 1991, Escobar agreed to surrender, but only on his own terms. He built his own prison, La Catedral, complete with a soccer field, a bar, and a jacuzzi. It was less a prison and more a private resort. When the government tried to transfer him, he escaped. That escape triggered the final chase. Colombian forces, aided by U.S. intelligence, tightened the net around him. On December 2nd, 1993, after months of hiding and running, Escobar was tracked to a neighborhood rooftop in Medellin. A brief shootout followed. Moments later, the world's most powerful drug lord lay dead.
Soy el fuego que arde tu piel, soy el agua que mata tu sed, el castillo, la torre, yo soy la espada que guarda el caudal, tú el aire que respiro yo y la luz de la luna en el mar, la garganta que ansío mojar, que temo ahogar, te amo. Me vas a dar, oh, dices tú, mi tesoro, basta con mirarlo.